Now, after months of negotiations, a deal to export Ukrainian grain to international markets has finally been signed. Russia and Ukraine signed the much-awaited grain deal with Turkey and United Nations. The deal will help reopen Ukrainian Black Sea ports for grain exports. This has raised hopes that a global food crisis aggravated by the war can now be eased. Avoiding the same table or even handshakes, Russian Defense Minister and Ukrainian Infrastructure Minister signed separate agreements, but they were identical in terms. Sitting kilometers away in Kiev, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said that it is now United Nations' responsibility that everyone does their part of the deal. He also called the move a demonstration that Ukraine is capable of resisting this war.
І для усіх зрозуміло, що з боку Росії можуть бути якісь там провокації, якісь намагання дискредитувати українські та міжнародні зусилля, але ми довіряємо ООН. Тепер це їх відповідальність і наших міжнародних партнерів гарантувати дотримання домовленості. Це чергова демонстрація того, що Україна здатна вистояти у цій війні. Важливо, що у територіальних водах України все буде контролюватися саме нашою державою.
Meanwhile, Russia assured that it would not take advantage of the demined Ukrainian ports elated at the sight of leaders of two warring nations sitting across the table in Istanbul. The United Nations chief called the deal a beacon of hope.
Today, there is a beacon on the Black Sea, a beacon of hope, a beacon of possibility, a beacon of relief in a world that needs it more than ever. I want to recognize and thank all those who helped make it happen.
Now, Turkey President Recep Tayyip Erdogan said that the deal will help prevent famine and ease global food inflation. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau was also quick to react to the deal. He said that he had little confidence that Russia would fulfill its side of the bargain, because Ottawa's confidence in Moscow's reliability is pretty much nil. But nonetheless, he is optimistic. Now, as the deal was sealed, Africa took a sigh of relief, as the grain blockade had led to a global food crisis with African nations suffering the most. President said that African leaders need to use this conflict as a wake-up call for self-sufficiency.
Indiqué d'ailleurs au président Zelensky que je souhaitais que l'approvisionnement se fasse en priorité vers le continent africain, en raison de la fragilité des économies et de la situation sociale dans beaucoup de pays.
Our continued reliance on massive amounts of grains from that theater of the world or that part of the world should be seen as a risk and a real danger to African countries, 1.3 billion people. We therefore need to use this conflict as a wake-up call.
The deal will enable Ukraine to export 22 million tons of grain and other agricultural products that have been stuck in Black Sea ports due to the war. Kiev blames this on a blockade by Russia's Black Sea fleet. This sparked a global food crisis not seen in recent years. Furthermore, West sanctions on Russia gave space to inflation in food and energy prices. The latest grain deal has led to a fall in wheat prices, which finally retreated to levels last seen prior to the Russian invasion.